And welcome to the Review Tuesday. Welcome back. Today we are talking about Mank.
Are you familiar with the parable of the organ grinder's monkey?
So let me know in the comments below whether you've been excited for this film or you're nervous about this film. I'm going to talk about it without doing spoilers, so don't worry about that. So let's get into it. Mank follows screenwriter Herman J. Mankiewicz's tumultuous development of Orson Welles' iconic masterpiece, Citizen Kane, 1941. It's directed by David Fincher and stars Gary Oldman, Amanda Seyfried, Lily Collins, Tom Pelphrey, Arliss Howard, Joseph Cross, Tom Burke, Charles Dance. So this is a fairly hard one to talk about, actually. The response for this film has been mixed. I've seen some film critics that I respect greatly. This particular one here in the UK called Mark Kermode, and his response to his very short review, he did a weird synopsis and then went, it's meh. It's not great. It's just okay, and that made my heart sink a bit. I was like, oh really? Oh no. I also have a bit of a wavy relationship when it comes to David Fincher content. I loved Mindhunt. I thought it was phenomenal, fantastic, brilliant, A+ all the way through. But there's been other films which I haven't loved, and there's been other films which I thought were fantastic. It goes like that for me with David Fincher's work. That's just my opinion. So when it comes to this, I have two mindsets. It's a technical marvel. It looks phenomenal. The acting is incredible. The use of black and white is not just for the sake of black and white. It puts you in the zone. The score is incredible. The way they've recorded the audio, everything on the technical level is like the best. It screams Oscars all the way, from every technical expertise you could think of, from cinematography, screenwriting, adaptation, acting, from Gary Oldman to Amanda Seyfried, across the board, everybody is excellent. And the amount of dialogue this film has is incredible. So all of these actors, especially Gary Oldman, has had to learn a ridiculous script. It is their craft, but there's so much that you really have to listen to what is going on to catch everything that's going on. And the film definitely places you in that mood. You feel like you are in the 1930s in a black and white noir detective film about something, and you're like a fly in the wall, and you're experiencing what the screenwriter, the scriptwriter is going through. The film itself is told through flashbacks a lot. So we see Gary Oldman, he's injured in a bed, and he's writing, and then we get these flashbacks. And so we have this flashbacks, or there's really kind of a political agenda, and we're nearing to the war. There's talk about Hitler, and it jumps back and forth, and we see the political stuff that's going on within the studios. It's the Hollywood golden age. And so that makes it for an interesting story. And so that is the one side, technical brilliance. On the other side, it's a biopic about a writer that is really long and doesn't have a lot going on other than what that story is that they're trying to tell you. So I feel like it's definitely going to split audiences, because I've seen some other people, they're like, I understand that it's brilliant, I understand that it looks great and it acted well, and we have all these ticking these boxes of you're probably going to win all of these Oscars. At the same time, I was really bored and it was really dull, and I'm with those people, not just the critics, but those people that have managed to get themselves a hand, mostly critics at the moment, and I'm teetering on both. So there are moments in this film I was like, yes, I get what you're trying to say here, and I'm loving the shot selection, the noir, even the reminiscent shots that they've created to kind of copy Citizen Kane. So there's this moment where a bottle drops, and you have that iconic moment with the snow globe. They kind of recreated like a nod. They're saying certain things were inspired in the moment that ended up in the film, and so that relation is interesting. Even though this story that they're telling is fictional, it's been largely debunked who wrote this. As far as I'm aware, don't hate me, that there's been this ongoing fight of exactly, they had all the rights, they had creative that they could do what they like, and then it kept changing hands. So there's been multiple films about this story, Citizen Kane, that have been done. And I think this one is unique because of its expertise. It looks brilliant. The thing that some of the critics say is it's not Citizen Kane. of course it's not Citizen Kane. It is brilliant, and I think to compare it to Citizen Kane is unfair. It's not trying to beat Citizen Kane. It's a story about how Citizen Kane came to be, somewhat, all the story. It is fantastic, and I can watch Gary Oldman act all day. I think he's just marvelous. Amanda Seyfried, the other cast there are fantastic. There are some other casts that are lesser known that I feel like outshine most people on just little moments that I thought, wow, that was incredible. There are shots that I'm thinking, how on earth did you do that? The audio is not surround sound any longer. They've changed it to make you feel like it is one of those early films. Now that may take you out of it a little bit. But once you settle into what this film is offering, what this film is, even if you have to watch it in bite-sized pieces, I think you'll appreciate just the creativity of it. So when it comes to an expertise, I would give this film a solid A. When it comes to entertainment, for a film that I could watch repeatedly to have escapism, then I don't think this is one. I would give this a C on that level. But I don't want to, because I understand that this film is technically awesome. But on a escapism entertainment level, I don't know. I feel like that. So maybe you guys can chat to me in the comments below. What did you think when you see it? What did you think about this film? I love David Fincher's work, creatively wise. I think he is a genius. And I think some of the shots that he goes for are really brave and creative. And talk about taking a time and just really putting the viewer in the zone. So the more I talk about it, the more I can feel like, yeah, what are you talking about? This is brilliant. But then I think about watching it again. I'm like, I don't know if I could handle watching that again. There are certain films that I know that when I left the cinema, I could go right back in and watch it again, just because I was so entertained. I went on a massive ride, and I loved every second of it. This, it was hard for me to get through, although I understood what I was watching was brilliant. So that's where I stand with this film. Please don't hate me. Thanks so much for watching this. Chat to me in the comments below. Look forward to your responses about this film. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.